I can say that I am one of the pioneer chorister in Backbone Choir. We started the Backbone Choir, that is the junior choir of this church, which means I have been in this church right from when we worshipped in a thatched building, when the building was not this magnificent. So if I want to compare my experience as in when I was a child and now that I am an adult, when we were children, when we used to come to this church, it was a thatched building. It wasn't this big. We did not have the population we have here. That is, the congregation was not as thick as it is today. There was very few members in this church, and as a child, we always come here, we play, we clean the church, and it was from there that we were picked to start the junior choir. If I want to compare that time to this time, this church has grown to show that this church has been for decades. It has grown from that level that was built in a thatched building. We worshipped with all these traditional drums. And today, to the glory of God, the church is now a modern church. Is now what I should refer to as a cathedral. Yes, because we now use the modern musical instruments, and the choir groups has grown from the junior choir that we used to have to a contemporary choir which we call Divine Voices today. And I so much thank God, because even today I have lived to see this church making 50 years, and I am still in a choir. I am not left out. I am still in a choir. And even the contemporary choir, I have been a pioneer member of that choir also. Well, as a young child, having been introduced into Christendom, I held on to the faith of my fathers. I was introduced into this church and I was introduced to Jesus. I held on to my faith, and that faith has kept me till today. That faith has made me who I am today. Because when I was a Sunday school child, I never deviate or be distracted from the doctrines and the teachings as a child. And that has led me and has made me who I am today. This church is my paternal family church. My grandfather is one of the people that started this church. That is Mr. Etemodauta. They established this church, and my father continued in this church. That was how I was brought in here. From my father, I was brought in here to be dedicated here, and I have been here till date.